This is a show. Ebro in the morning, Lord Style, 7th Street.
Oh, we're here?
We're having a family argument
what up?
off the air.
I gotta put these on?
No, you can just put them down or
You don't need them. You don't need them.
Okay.
You look amazing.
Thank you so much.
You
You
look
look
beautiful.
amazing.
Thank you.
You've been in the gym working on your fitness.
I've been on scooters with my daughter working
Really?
on her fitness more than anything.
for
I'm
y'all.
trying
You
to
look
get
good.
back right. When you have a kid, you don't really have time. When you have a family, you don't have as much time.
I
as you
hear
used to
that.
have.
I do hear that a lot. Kudos
I
to
just
you.
didn't want to get a dad bod, so I changed my whole diet and everything.
You
should-
don't have, you
yeah.
definitely don't have a dad bod.
You do not have a dad bod, but you should really embrace that at some point.
The dad bod?
The dad bod?
Well, it's easy for me. I've had a dad bod since I was 8. But I just mean for you, you should get a dad. I think it would be becoming.
I need to just grow my hair in and get the what's
No,
it,
no, you don't
the
want
Sherman
that.
Hemsley.
No,
I need the
you
Sherman
love
Hemsley.
that.
The
definitely
George
don't need
Jefferson.
that.
If you want to get treated with respect out here,
Get the George
yeah,
Jefferson.
start wearing corduroys and a polo, just like a crappy polo shirt with a logo on it. That's a Hot 97 shirt, a Hot 97 polo shirt. That's it.
So Sevyn, you got new music.
I do.
Well, before we play the song, because I
Okay.
want to play it, is it the one I heard?
With
Yeah.
Gucci?
Yeah.
With Gucci Mane?
Yes, sir.
That shit is fire.
Yes, it is. Thank you.
Let's talk about what you've been working on, because I know you've been writing for a lot of people too, which you always do.
I have. I mean, you know.
Can you talk about it? Do you? Because you normally don't like to.
No, I don't mind. You know, I can talk about it. I took a lot of time off, kind of just to focus on the album, but I still made time to work a little bit, like write a little bit. I'm on like Diddy's new album that came out, his most recent album, on Game's most recent album. But other than that, I really did like take time to just focus on, you know, finishing my album, getting my stuff together.
Were
know?
you how do I say this?
I'm scared when you make that face. What you about to say?
The B.O.B. thing.
Ah.
How bad was it? Because we definitely, after that, really didn't hear from you.
Wait, they
again.
already broke up?
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
what
been
you
broke
mean?
up.
It's like almost.
This was
almost
before
a
he
year.
went
I thought
crazy
y'all
and
just
started
got
talking
together.
about the earth was flat. It was
Yeah.
before he started talking about the earth was flat.
I
Because
forgot.
at that moment, I was like, is she going to break up with him? But then I realized she
Nah,
already,
it
they
already
broke
happened
up. Yeah.
like before the.
Are you guys
Yeah.
cool?
No, I mean the thing is that you know the relationship is over with, and I feel like there's no point to have a friendship. Friends don't do what you did. You know what I mean? Like afterwards, you know, it's crazy.
Well, was it public? Something that he did?
Nah, it was like you know we ended in that was mutual or whatever. It didn't
Okay.
work out, and I'm cool with that. You know, relationships happen, you break up, whatever. And I was done after that. I don't really see a point of having a friendship.
You got enough friends?
Yeah, I'm good. I don't need no new friends. I'm straight.
No new friends.
Yeah, I'm
That's
good.
weird for me sometimes.
It's
I don't
not.
do
you know
well
what?
with
It just
that. I never
depends on
have.
it depends on how
How
people act
disrespectful the person.
after the fact. You know what I mean? It depends on how they. Because I have exes that I am friends with. You know what I mean? Like I'm not the bitter bear. Like I'm cool with a lot of my exes, truth be told. But it just all depends on how people act after the situation. And you know when you do things and you're not acting like how I feel like my friend should act, then I'm cool. You know.
I hope Bob's doing all right because that seems the whole thing that happened after that was weird too.
That was very weird.
And you
Flat
never
Earth
talked.
thing.
You never checked in with him like, yo, what's good?
Checked in with him. Hell no. For what?
When she's
No.
done, she's done.
No,
Well, I don't know
no,
the
I'm
things.
good.
We don't know what happened, so I can't. You know.
You know.
You don't
But
wanna
you know-
talk. You're not telling us what happened. It's
I
not
mean-
public. It's not public.
Yeah, no, it's not public.
Is it in
and
the
it's-
music?
Is it in the music? Everything's in the music.
So yeah.
Everything is always in the music. You know, it's always. I like to put as much truth as I possibly can. So
Is it
it's always in
therapy
the
for
music.
you writing? And all that?
Absolutely, it's therapy. I you know, have me a nice little glass of brown. I sit in the room with me and my writers or a writer, and we lay it out, and then I go in there. You know, it's therapy for me for sure. Yeah.
Well, let's play the record. You and Gucci Man. What's the name of it?
Oh, it's called Probably, like Prolly. I'm country, so we don't say probably. Like it's like you about to go to the store. Yeah, I'm probably about to go. You want something? You good? So we say probably.
Yo, Sevyn, before you get up out of here, though, you're in your first film. What you doing in it?
It's a movie called Ringside. It's on TV One. I'm excited because I love acting. It's so much fun, and it's on TV One. It's directed by Russ Parr, and
Oh, I
it's
fucks with
about
Russ Parr. He's a
yeah,
legend.
he's
He's a
super dope.
legend
Shout
in
out
the
to
game.
Russ.
Shout out to Russ Parr. Thanks for everything.
When did Russ Parr start directing films? He did another one thing, I think, too,
Yeah.
right?
He's been doing it for a little minute.
Yeah,
Like, he's-
working through TV One, right?
I don't know if all of his films are with TV One, but he's like been directed for a little minute. He got-
Good for
he
him.
has
That's
a lot
And
of
Russ-
films.
is this your first acting role?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's my very, very first one. And
What you acting like?
Well,
What you acting like?
my character,
She named
her
Salida.
Her name is Salida.
Salida. I'm doing research.
Oh, he's doing the research. Yes, her name is Salida. I am the sister of the boxer who's trying to become the next welterweight champion of the world. And Salida, their parents passed. So Salida's kind of thotting and bopping and trying to find her way a little bit,
So you play a thought.
She be thotting and bopping just a little bit, yes. But I think by the end of the movie, she's headed in the right direction. But it's a really great film, and I can't wait for everybody to see it.
That's dope. When's it out?
It's September 4th on TV One. Yes.
Nice.
TV1 has the show that I love. What is it?
For sure.
The unsung here.
Unsung.
Unsung.
I love Unsung.
So now that TV1's rolling out just more original programming because Unsung is. Yo, have you guys watched Unsung?
No.
Yeah, they
You're
focus on
playing
some
yourself if you haven't watched
dope
Unsung.
artists who
definitely
didn't get their shine.
Yeah, I love that shit.
It's
So,
super dope.
I'm gonna end up on
Ringside.
there one day. On Unsung.
Nah, you.
I'm gonna be on there one day.
But you're.
I'm unsung.
No, you're white.
I'm
You're
Unsung.
white. It's only for black people. They only.
Only unsung black people. What
That's
if?
it.
But I.
No,
But
I
I
don't think
work.
you could.
But all the music that I promote is black artists for the most part.
You can be on my Unsung.
All right, thank you very much.
You can be on my Unsung.
There was one
Hopefully I'll have
time
an
when she was
Unsung.
doing an interview with Ebro and he didn't want to talk about the movie, and Rosenberg said, "Nah, let her talk about the movie." This is so meta.
You can.
And what's the name of the album though?
The name of the album is called Girl Interrupted. Girl Interrupted. And the reason I called it that is because like I said, I felt like, life definitely has taught me a few lessons and kind of forced me to, put my big girl, my big woman draws on a little bit. And it kind of.
Hopefully not. Don't.
Not
do
big
that.
granny panties.
Listen here,
Don't
not
start
the
wearing
granny
big girl
panties.
drawers
No, I'm just saying.
Unless you want to remain single.
No,
I mean,
not
there's
the
times
big
when
woman
y'all
draws.
it's cool, but then there's other times when it's so
Other
not
times.
cool.
When it's cool?
There's times when big draws is fine.
Oh. Okay,
Sundays.
We talk about that.
Nah,
On Sundays?
Sometimes you need big girl draws.
Yeah. So I had to put on my big girl draws a little bit. I always say, honestly, I feel like, the girl in me has been interrupted in a.
It's time for you to grow up
It's
and
time
blossom
for you to
into a
kinda
grown
grow
ass
up.
woman and stop
And
playing around.
feel yourself, be in your skin, be confident, and that's kind of where it stands, and that's why records like Probably that are a little bit unapologetic is just because, be comfortable in what you are, even in your mistakes and your flaws and in all of it. So
I thought it was probably.
interrupted. Probably.
She just had to be in it. She did.
She
She
did.
threw
I
a B.
said- heard probably.
I put a B in it.
Fraud.
I said probably.
You said probably.
There's a slight
Probably.
B. It was
It's
a mini
probably.
B.
Oh,
Probably.
you gonna correct me with my?
Yes, it just happened.
I'll take
on
that.
camera.
I'll take that.
Record it.
Probably.
Note. Write it down. How did you work with Gucci in the studio at the same time?
Nah, I wish, but shout out to Gucci. I'm so appreciative because he was like fresh out when he did that for me, and I super appreciated it. And they sent this verse back, and I was happy because a lot of times when you do records with rappers and you get a verse back, you don't really know. There's no way to predict if you're gonna love it or not.
Right,
you know what I
right,
mean?
right.
And he gave us a hot verse,
That's dope.
shout out to Gucci.
Who else is on your project? I know you have August Alsina. Who
August
else?
is on the album. Ty Dolla $ign is on
Yeah.
the album. Dave East is on the album. Shout out
Whoa.
to Dave. I'm in New
I
York.
like that.
Yeah, Dave is on the album. I actually got to collaborate and work with Jeremiah on the album, which I was really excited about that.
Because he's amazing.
He's such a great writer. And actually the song that we did, I think he's going to end up hopping on it too. But he's just such a dope writer, and I've always been curious of his process. I'm always a fan of different writers, singer-songwriters and their process. And just to kind of watch him work and watch him just in the booth and freestyle, he's super dope. So I love that record.
Is he? I mean, you're more of a sit down, listen to the record, pen it out type writer. What's his style?
He literally goes in there and
Comes up with
he comes up with cool melodies, and I do the same thing too. But it was just cool to see how he does it. You know what I mean? I'm a super fan of his work, so it's dope.
Sevyn, where do you feel R&B is at right now? There's a lot of great. We saw Bryson Tiller have a amazing run over the last year probably.
Yeah.
Bryson
Yeah.
Tiller. I'm trying to think who else. The Weeknd, amazing. I've even seen debates on whether or not The Weeknd is R&B or not, which is ridiculous to me.
What
Yeah.
else? What else would he be?
Right.
I don't know.
Let me shut up.
No, say it.
Nah, it's just when you don't look a certain complexion, they like to throw you in. They don't like to say that it's R&B, but it really is R&B. You know what I mean? And
Meaning because he's light skinned, they try to make the
yeah,
pop music when it's
some-
R&B.
Right, and it's just great R&B music is great R&B music.
I saw
you know what I mean?
R&B fans saying he wasn't R&B more than I saw
Yeah, he's loud.
pop categories. But I think they did try to put his album in
Well, they
the
probably
pop
wanted him
category.
because "Can't Feel My Face" was such a crossover smash.
Right.
So maybe
Yeah.
they wanted him, but yeah, he's definitely R&B.
Yeah. I just think it's over. I think he's just great. I think his music is great, and I think it definitely is R&B. I think it's a different take on it, which is dope. Just to answer your question about how I feel about the state of R&B, I think it's in such an amazing place because everybody's kind of just throwing their little sauce in there, mixing it up, and it's creating this whole new vibe. I think it's dope what Weeknd is doing, what Bryson is doing, how it's like it just has a sauce to it that I love. You know what I mean? Even Division, I love Division's album. That album is crazy, and it's like I love it when we
Have you seen them live yet?
I haven't, and I heard they were
Yep.
super dope, so I want to see that. But the way that we're taking like little tidbits from the '90s and putting it in there, but then also adding sounds that I feel like you would normally hear in maybe techno records, house records, different type of records, and incorporating that into R&B is turning it to something completely just new and cool.
Any producers that you're using on your project that
Yeah, a lot of dope producers on the album. I worked with Bangladesh on the album. I worked with Dream and Tricky on the album. Some newcomers, a producer named Squat Beats, he's super dope. Cam Wallace is super dope. So just a lot of, I don't really discriminate. If you got hot shit, you got hot shit. You know what I mean? So, I can't wait for everybody to hear this.
And what's the album date? When's it come out?
It's going to come out probably top of the year. And what I'm going to do is, and I'm excited about this because I just wanted to keep putting music out. So every month leading up to probably like January, we're putting out a song and a visual for it. We'll probably be in the lead, probably is the lead, but song and a visual after that. So I'm shooting a gang of videos.
Got it.
Yeah.
Are you giving advice on this album? Because the last album,
To myself.
it felt like it was a lot of advice for ladies in dating, but then you had a public relationship.
Mm-hmm.
How long was the public relationship?
How long? Can I say I forgot? How long was it?
So you're really mad about it. You want to even say you forgot how long
No,
it was.
I'm just kidding.
Year, maybe?
Almost a year.
Okay.
A little bit.
So nothing too crazy.
I mean, it was cool. It was fun. We were in it, while we're in it and whatever. But it was almost a year. But on this album, am I giving advice to I'm giving advice to myself, truth be told. With this album, it's a little more personal for me because I keep saying it's like putting a mirror up to myself. And I had to have, realistic conversations with myself. I felt like life kind of knocked the rose-colored glasses off my face a little bit. And I don't think that's a bad thing, So I have records that I was just having, true conversations with my goddamn self, So, yeah.
Would you have another public relationship?
Would I would
you guys
say
are-
no.
'cause you guys
I
are
don't
really
think there's
open.
nothing wrong with having a public relationship. You live your life. If you like somebody and y'all vibe like that, then who cares who's looking? Like, would I make it a point to post? I don't know. I think it don't really bother me like that. I just think that if I mess with somebody like that, yeah, I would. I don't care.
yeah, what are you going to do? I mean,
Yeah, it's like what I'm gonna do, like hide under a rock, like.
why don't you
nah.
tell us who you want to have a relationship with on this interview, and
Who
we'll
I
see if they watch the interview and hook it up.
Who I want to have? I don't
Who's
know.
in
I need
your
y'all to
DMs?
like hook
Who's in
me
your
up. I'm
DMs?
I like
so
where this is
single
going.
right now.
I like where this is going.
Who's in your
Listen, I
DMs?
am so single.
Good stuff.
Hook it up because I'm
All right.
so single.
Well, give us a type. Let's figure this out.
I like them tall.
All right.
How tall?
Taller than me and my tallest heels.
Which is,
Like you got to be at least 6.
all right, at least 6 feet.
At
Okay,
least 6
write
feet.
that
At
down.
least.
All right.
You got that?
All right, at least 6
Okay.
feet.
At least 6 feet. Complexion wise, I don't discriminate. You can be mocha. You can be, little light skin, bright skin. I don't really care.
Light skin, bright skin.
bright skin.
That,
I ain't
that means
tripping.
any color is okay.
Any color is okay. You have to be. I like smart men. You got to be smart.
Can't be stupid. Write that down.
Can't be stupid. I don't do dummies. No dummies. You be funny. Like I like to laugh, and you gotta have a relationship with God. Whatever, how I need
Some
you to
sort of
it is.
spiritual.
be some type of in tune
Okay.
with the Heavenly Father.
All right.
Do you,
Okay.
do you care if he's in the industry or not?
No. Can you find me a doctor or something?
There we
I'll date
go.
outside the industry. I don't care.
What about athletes? A lot of
athletes?
times you hear athletes are off limits for some ladies.
They scare me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. They scare me, but you never know. People say that about artists, like, oh, don't date an artist, and I think I'm a pretty cool chick. I'm just saying. So
You never know.
You're a little on the crazy
Yeah,
side.
no, you're
but-
definitely on the
listen
crazy side.
here, call me crazy, but you love me.
See, that's how you know
That's
someone's
because
crazy.
I'm not dating you. Facts.
Nah, but I don't. I'm not really. I'm not. I guess I am. I can't say I'm not picky because I just gave y'all like
A lot of
Yeah.
stuff.
five
Whoa.
different things.
Yeah, not picky would have been like, I just want to love who I love. You were like, well, let's see.
Yeah, nah.
Height,
Yeah, height.
race, religion,
Smart.
smart.
Smart. And I'm not going to have a little bit of bread. You know what I mean? I'm not.
Okay, add
I'm not
Okay.
paying for all
Successful.
of the dinners.
Write down money.
Yeah.
Needs
Money.
He needs
Yeah.
money
A
too.
little bit of money.
What
And
you mean
height?
money? Yes.
Okay, what about a? Does he need a job or a career? And see, because here's the other thing too.
Good question.
Here's the other thing. Like you say, oh, money's important. You know, money's relative. You have money. You're gonna checks come.
What that
to,
mean for him?
Exactly. What does it mean?
What,
for
like
him?
I got to take care of
No,
him with my money?
meaning him having money is relative to your money because his money might mean something to him, but you got money. You're a songwriter, so you get checks in the mail every quarter that you don't even
Yeah.
remember where they're coming from.
Different type of money. And would it bother you if he makes significantly less money than you?
No.
He's not broke, but you know.
Nah, he don't have to make more money than
All right,
me.
here's the thing. He
doesn't.
can't take the amount of time off work that you need to have a relationship. Like you travel around.
I do
And
travel
you're like, yo,
around.
I'm in Atlanta for the next 2 weeks. I need you to get here. He's like, I don't have any vacation.
I got to work.
No
I
more
gotta work.
vacation days.
I'm not mad at that.
All right.
I will,
FaceTime.
And
I
I
will
can't-
work
I-
with,
I have to
work with
pay.
him.
I have to pay my bills, and the only money I have left is about $150.
Well, now you're getting pretty low.
Can you pay for the flight?
That answered it. Nope, that is she
I'm
just
not
answered
paying
it.
for no.
No flights. So
I'm
you're
not
not paying
doing
for the
that.
flight. I was just see why I was trying to
Traditionally,
get you more.
I'm not.
traditionally when someone goes, that means they're not. It's not.
Absolutely
That's
not.
not it. No. She
So
answered
you're
you.
not paying. See, but now we know.
Sure.
Now we
you
know.
know, listen, I've had this
Yeah.
conversation. I remember I once asked Amber Rose, I said, why don't we try to find you someone who's, maybe not in that tax bracket? And she said, I'm going to be completely honest with you. And then we were actually recording. I didn't put this out. We were actually recording at the time. And she said, I am not dating. I have a lifestyle I now live. I really don't know how to dip out of this lifestyle because it's just sort of the life I live. So it would be weird if you can't fit into what I already do.
Yeah.
So I do understand that.
I feel her. I mean, I definitely do feel her. I agree with her a little bit. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that.
So you've already in that process limited.
Wait,
Yes.
come on now, Ebro.
Yes.
Listen here
Facts.
now. Wait,
Just
hold
saying
up.
the facts.
Let's
bro.
think about this thing real quick, okay?
All right, break it down.
I'm trying to get a ring at some point. I'm just saying.
Don't try to get a ring.
You're right. You're right.
She
Good
hopes she
point.
does get one.
Good point. You don't try
try.
to get a ring. It's gonna come to me.
That's right.
Well, that's what Ebro's lady thought, and she still didn't have one either. So,
Did you think that?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, she's
all y'all.
most women like ring. Most women like a ring.
We do like.
She
They
didn't
like-
tell me she thought that.
We do like.
I don't know, she
rings,
told me-
though,
We talked
Ebro.
about it.
She didn't tell me she thought, but I think one day she has your baby at home. Yeah, I think she'd like one.
Listen.
You know, ladies like rings when
They
they have the
do.
baby
We-
already.
they
She
do.
ain't going out to
We
get
do.
someone else. She's kind of
We
stuck
do.
with you now.
All right,
do
let's
like
focus.
them. They do
Yeah,
like
Sorry,
them.
sorry,
I
sorry.
actually liked where this conversation was going. It was pretty nice.
Before it gets weird.
I deflected
Yeah.
way off of 7th Street. That's family.
You was
so.
helping her out. You
I
helping
was,
her
I
out.
was.
appreciate
Trying to
it.
help out.
So I was trying to say everyone can
my boy.
relate to the situation.
I can't.
This is
Except for Ebro. That's the problem.
Ebro.
He's not waiting for
I
the
can't
ring.
relate. Not waiting.
So maybe an athlete or an actor, perhaps. An actor.
Yeah, I don't really. I'm not tripping about whether he's an athlete, actor, whatever. Like you gotta be. First and foremost, you gotta be a good person. Character is very important to me. Like I've run across some crazy characteristics that I'm
What's
like,
the problem?
okay.
Nothing. That Gia, our resident, Gia Peppers from BlameEbro.com, who's our resident angel of a human being, when she said, gotta be a good person, she went, Like, really? Why would you know that? A good person? Yeah, that's
Listen.
right, girl. He should not be a murderer. Thank you, Gia. Or what about something that Scotty Beam and Laura often talk about,
What?
much to me and Ebro's chagrin, because we think maybe it's not the best way to look for a relationship.
What?
Penis size. Let's talk about that. How important is that?
Penis size? That's important.
Really? Like,
It's important.
it's got to be
I'm
at
like-
least, what do you need it at least to be? Like, at least, you're looking at the microphone. Well, that thing's thick. I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah, I mean, we don't need a baseball bat, but we need something good. It has to be a good situation in the bedroom. How about that? Just a good situation. Yeah, strong. Scotty Beam is yelling strong
Scotty
in the
Beam is
background.
from like this.
It needs
No,
to be,
just a good.
She just called the baseball out.
Guys,
Scotty Beam called it out, so-
You have to have a good situation, a good, good chemistry in the bedroom. That's very important.
amazing.
That's
all,
it.
all of it is. All,
That's it.
listen,
No,
all
it's
of it is
amazing to
important.
watch. It's amazing to watch.
It's all important, man.
Just good chemistry.
It's amazing to watch because a lot of ladies at your stage in life do have a lot on the list. My joy in life at my age is to watch the negotiations happen as time goes on, and you don't hit the markers that you think you was gonna make because your list was too rigid.
No, it's not about that. It's just,
I know it's not about that, but it is though. It is. Though.
See, it is.
But it is.
though. But
Because
it is.
it's absolutely about that. Same with fellas. It's not like fellas don't, have their lists and things that they want, and they end up getting there, and they're like, "This isn't necessarily where I wanted to be, but I'm here."
I'll take
And you
it.
gotta,
Guys do that.
and you
Okay.
gotta stick it out.
Okay,
and you gotta
okay.
stay in there.
So the point, I think what we're saying here is,
Okay.
if you know you want this man to make, and I'm just throwing out a number, I'm not saying it's what you want, but you know for to him to live in your lifestyle, he's got to make 250, 300 grand a year. Let's just say that, right? Then
At least.
that's what I'm saying.
Take home or make, because we gotta pay
All right,
taxes.
I'm just using an example. His salary, let's say, is 300 grand a year. That's a lot of money. So you need him to make at least 300 grand a year, and you're also thinking, well, I also need 7.5 inches. You might either have to take off
She laughed at
$50,000.
7.5 inches. I think you want to run that number up higher.
7.5 is too low.
Like the black women here is like
Well, you saying
7.
that's a little or a lot?
Seven's my lucky.
It got quiet.
My lucky number.
I just wanted an example. So you like 7.
Seven's my lucky number.
Yeah, your name is 7. You
My
want
name
more
is-
than 7?
My name is Sevyn. You know?
All right. So here's my point. You're either gonna have to be willing to shave off $100,000 or an inch and a half. You got to figure
Something's
something
gotta
out.
give.
Something's got to give. You want
We can't
everything
do an inch and a
everywhere.
half, bro. We can't
Fine.
shave off no inch and a half. bro.
3/4 of an
I'm
inch. 3/4 of an
I'm
inch.
sorry,
You
bro.
going down to
I don't know
6.75
about that,
inches?
bro. Dingle.
6.75 inches, or you going down to $225,000? But you got to make a decision. You can't get everything.
Or
Or?
you're dealing with someone that everyone else wants because he has a lot of money and the physical stature. And
That's
when you
always
want
the
him
hard
to be
part, 'cause
loyal
that comes
and
with a
focused, he
whole
got
other
30
set
other
of
choices. You see what I'm saying?
It's a lot. It's a lot. 'cause that-
Basically, what we're telling you is this: you want something that's rare, and a lot of women out there do want something that's
This
rare.
is true.
Big bank accounts, big dicks, and physical stature, and attractive,
And a
and
good
swag,
heart.
and
And
a
you
good
love
heart,
your
mama.
all at the same-
and you love your mama, and you
love
can
your
cook,
mama, and you
and
make
you
time
love
for
God,
me.
and you make
Hey, yo,
time for
check
me,
this
and
out,
we take
fam.
walks in the
Shut
park.
the fuck up. Take this dick and enjoy this pizza.
Wow, that's what you got. Thank you.
Enjoy
See?
the pizza.
I don't know how we got
Motherfucker.
there.
Oh
But that's
my
where I end
God.
up going for the fellas, where it's like, yo, my man, yo, check this out. Shut the fuck up, man.
It's impossible.
Nobody got
Your
time for all
needy
this
ass
shit.
out of here.
And y'all think you're gonna get that, and then on top of that, he's gonna be loyal also. Even though every woman sees that he's
Listen here,
funny,
I
has
mean,
a
but
big
this is the
dick, tons
thing.
of money, nice to
But this is
everyone.
the thing. It's like, where do you want my list to start? You gotta aim high.
No,
It's the
you-
same way when you
why
like
do you have
negotiating
to have
get,
a
It's like when you
list?
negotiating to
Okay,
get,
but
know,
you will compromise if he has certain
yeah,
things.
you'll
and you're
compromise,
like,
but I'm not gonna start. Well, he ain't got to. No, This is what I want. This is the idea.
But then it's inherently
you see
disappointing.
No, it's not disappointing.
Can I tell you guys something?
Here we go.
For real.
What?
Here comes another gem drop.
Here we
The
go.
first thing on your list
Here we-
should be, is this person someone that I could build a life with?
I'm with all of that. I'm with it. We snapping? We snapping?
That's it.
But I'm with
I'm in
that.
negotiation process,
I'm
Scotty
with that.
Beam. I'm clapping.
I'm with
Yeah,
it.
he should
That's
know.
it.
I'm
That's
with it.
it.
I'm with it.
No, you're not though.
Yes,
Well,
I am,
you need to know
though.
first to build all this. By the way, just to update alert.
Okay.
Whenever Ebro gets into relationship talk, he instantly goes to his relationship
No,
and then
no,
justifies.
no,
well,
not necessarily.
no, because you. And,
I was just saying, I've been through. I had a list too.
Right.
It had big titties and fat ass.
Yeah,
and this
so don't
type
act
of
like you guys
hair
don't have a
and
list, too.
complexion and careers
No,
and
and it-
jobs and I ran through that. I'm 40. I ran through it all.
right,
of
and it
it
never added up.
on every corner of the globe. And I started to see patterns. And the pattern
But no,
was
I get
when
that.
you have certain attributes, you have other shortcomings.
That's true.
So you and you did a great
Shit.
job ending up finding a partner who's a great person to build a life.
And we
life
can
with.
communicate
Right.
what my shortcomings she
Right.
deals with. I deal with hers. We
Trust me,
communicate.
he's
We
got-
have a great, and I have
he's
a
got
laundry
shortcomings.
list.
He got shortcomings.
Shortcoming. But by the way, she does not Harvard educated. He is.
Oh.
He is what he is.
Damn. Well,
Anyway,
damn.
you know what I'm saying. You do the best you can.
Look at me.
She came up short. She started negotiating.
She started to.
She started compromising, and look where she ended.
Look where she ended up.
But their baby's
Yeah.
adorable. So all's well that
Oh,
ends
my
well.
God.
That's right.
See, okay, well then.
So we just want you to. So I think
good.
it's important to establish. We'll make you happy. You'll have fun, and you can have a life together. I think
all
those
that,
are very
I'm
important
with,
things.
I'm with all of it.
All right, we're gonna find you someone.
No, we
see her.
not. No, we.
No, I'm
are
gonna
not.
try.
I'm not
I'm-
putting somebody in on that.
She's
I'm
good.
not co-signing
I don't
all
I think
this.
she needs you. I think she's fine. She's
Ebro.
gonna do just fine by herself.
Nope, she needs it.
She's in need.
She needs help.
squad.
So
I'm
you're
gonna
not
help.
you're not currently dating at all.
Nah, I'm single, man. Listen here.
But not even
not one
dating.
date.
No, I'm
Seven.
Going
I'm
to
dating.
dinner,
no, I'm
movies,
going to dinner.
bowling.
Like,
Yes.
you know, I'm dating a
Do you
little.
kiss on the first
Yes.
date? Are you a
No.
first date kisser?
No.
Like that's out of the question.
I'm not a first.
No matter how much fun you're having, no matter how much connection is, you have this rule. Bang, not happening.
I'm not a first date kisser.
Really?
Ever.
I'm not gonna say ever, but I'm not. A
Ever
first-
had a one night stand?
No,
Never.
never. I've never had one.
Good for you.
Is it though? I
No.
feel like that's like. something
Nah, you
you're
should probably
supposed to
loosen up and
at
have some
least
fun
once.
every once in a while.
Yeah,
Life
I'm
is
like,
short.
You know, like, I feel like
Might
you're
wanna every
supposed
once in a
have
while
at
just
least
let it-
one, right?
You remember what Prince says in 1999? The world's gonna end. I'm gonna listen to my body tonight. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have some fun every once in a while.
Where's
The
my
world
fact-
might end tonight.
Where's my
Oh
fact
my
bill?
God.
Where's my
Listen
fact
here.
bill?
I don't have a fax bill. Fuck that bill. I
Nah,
hate that
but
goddamn
nah,
bill.
I'm single. I'm single and I'm dating, but you know, I'm single. I'm just focused on.
Here's my thing.
got a
Try
lot on
some
my
new
plate.
shit. Try some new shit.
I'm down.
Don't keep doing the same things and expecting
won't.
a different
Different
outcome.
result.
No, that's why I'm taking my time. I'm dating out. You know, I'll go on dates. I'm single. I'm out here living my life, but I want to take things very slow and get to learn people, and I will try things differently next time.
7th Street, ladies.
Yeah.
This was fun.
Yes.
I'm glad we were here for it.
Yes, we are.